here in Japan, you're allowed to line up 3 imports, play 2 at the same time. Sa Korea naman, I think you're allowed 2, if not mistaken.
Yeah, 2 imports.
Tapos sa Taiwan naman, hindi ko lang alam kung ano. So different, like in the PBA, you're only allowed 1, except for this league na they had to get another import para to balance everything out. It's basketball, bro. Sanayan din yan eh. Kasi kung ano yung nakasanayan mong brand of basketball, talagang yun yung yun ang ma-represent mo. Diba? So, it was nice to see different brands of basketball all come together in 2 different locations. Tapos talagang parang malaking fiesta siya, bro. Parang malaking talagang paliga na nagbukas na hopefully this is the start, 'di ba, na ginawa ng EASL for different leagues all over Asia, Eastern Asia to be specific. And dami rin nating nakitang highlights.
From our fellow Filipinos, 'di ba? Si Carl Tamayo, he scored 13 points in 15 minutes yung last game.
Actually si Carl, the first game medyo kinakabahan si Carl against San Miguel. I think he scored 4 points. Tapos 13 points in the second game against Taiwan. And then si Renz, I think si Renz had a few highlights on his own. And obviously with our Filipino teams, no, na nagrepresent din ng EASL, which leads us into that topic na parang how was that overall experience for our PBA teams?
Siyempre yung mga Filipino fans, tinututukan nila yung progress ng mga Philippine teams. And binabasa ko online, medyo disappointed yung mga fans, siyempre, on the results. And nagkaano pa nga online eh, 'di ba? You have the PBA fans saying na hindi sanay yung PBA players in teams sa rules, which is true, syempre.
Yeah, true.
You've been playing.
It's very hard,
Yeah, you're playing with 1 import lang, tapos in the middle of the season magdadagdag ka. So, syempre may hirapan. And at the other side of the fence naman, sinasabi ng ibang fans na parang napag-iwanan na daw tayo. So yun yung
left behind daw, something like that.
So yun yung 2 parang narratives na nakikita ko from both fans, just looking at both sides.
So, ay siguro from a player's perspective, no. Ako pinapanood ko yung style of play. Hindi ko masyado binibigyan ng pansin yung results. Pero there's really a difference when it comes to the style of play. Tayong mga Pilipino, sanay tayo ng ng ratratan, di ba? Pagalingan, coast to coast, very talent-oriented systems. Pero kasi talented yung mga Filipinong players eh. Di ba?
Yeah, of course.
Kaya siya back-upan eh. So, you'll stick to your guns, you'll stick to your strengths. Doon tayo magaling. And yung mga other teams naman, they're also sticking to the strengths, which is, the philosophy of playing together, moving the ball, reading the defense, kicking it out to the open man, extra passes. And let's not take it for granted also, the PBA teams, most of their top players, are coming from injuries, coming from the Gila stint, diba? Na I'm sure all of those players hindi sila magbibigay ng excuse kasi all of those teams are coming from games as well from their respective leagues. They just took a break, a week's break to play dito sa EASL tournament. So when it comes to pagod, fatigue, parang patas lang lahat eh. Diba? Kasi lahat naman naglalaro, nagpa-practice for that. And also when it comes to preparation, I'm sure everybody's just been practicing just as much. Kasi nga, ongoing yung mga liga. Diba? Tuloy-tuloy naman yung mga liga nila sa Korea, sa Taiwan, sa Japan, and also sa Philippines. So, yung disparity doon when it comes to the results, parang hindi mo ma-justify eh. Hindi mo masasabi na pangit din yung nilaro ng mga PBA teams natin, ng San Miguel, ng Talk and Text. But at the same time, for them, it's also an alarm, it's a wake-up call, di ba? Na parang, okay, so this is not something that works internationally. Obviously, this is just a start of something for EASL. There will be more, di ba? So eventually, there will be other PBA teams who will compete and represent the country for the EASL. Di ba? Kasi kahit anong sabihin mo, pride and glory pa din yan di ba? Ikaw yung best of the best pagdating sa East Asia. Di ba? Kahit anong sabihin mo. So yan ang pinaglalaban mo. So ngayon.
Tsaka bro, yung kahit anong sabihin natin, like sabihin man natin na yung iba kasi sinasabi hindi nila sineryoso. I think sineryoso nila yung games.
Oo, I'm sure.
Seryoso yun. Siyempre pride yun.
Hindi pupunta yung mga players doon na petiks, laro-laro lang, di ba? Parang if ganun yung inano nila, I'm sure it was so easy to send another team or other players just to pero it's the first. I don't think anybody would want to take it for granted, that opportunity, kasi hindi mo alam kung ano yung mga opportunities na mabukas yan sa'yo di ba?
Yeah, playing internationally, di ba? Daming scouts, daming eyes.
Hindi natin alam. So, like, just a brief run through dito sa nangyari sa EASL with Anyang, KGC topping their bracket 2-0, RyuKyu also 2-0, Taipei was eliminated 0-2, and also SMB 0-2 sila sa bracket nila. The other group, SK Knights sweeping their games 2-0, Bay Area splitting their games 1-1 alongside with Utsonomiya Brex 1-1 as well, and TNT Tropang Giga with 0-2 on their card. So, tough results for our Filipino teams, for our PBA teams, kasi syempre bilang Pilipino ayaw naman natin na ganyan. Kasi alam natin na kaya talaga natin makipag-compete internationally, lalo na dito pa lang tayo nag-uusap sa Asia side of basketball.
Yes,
Di pa world, kaya talaga natin yan. So, like what we said, siguro feeling ko it's a way siguro also of adjusting and developing other playing styles. Diba? Nandun naman yun kaso parang nandun lang tayo sa norm sa nakasanayan natin. I'm sure all our coaches are adjusting. They're learning from different parts of the world, diba, na pinapanood. They're adapting.
Ikaw, Keith, anong tingin mo difference diba, of course you've been playing in the B League for a while now, and you've played in the PBA also. So ano yung parang key differences nung style of play sa Japan?
Style of play. Siguro there's just so much emphasis when it comes to tactical things. Grabe yung detail. Going to a game, grabe yung detail na talagang dinidiin sa'yo ng mga coaches sa utak na when it comes to personnel, ano yung strengths and weaknesses ng isang player, ano yung strength and weaknesses ng team nila, who defends the ball screen, how does Junmar defend the ball screen, how does Cam Clark defend the ball screen, different players, yung mga ganung bagay. And that's how the game plan comes around, di ba? Kung ano yung kalaban mo specifically, because hindi naman pare-parehas yan. So that's the tactical differences siguro na ako personally na nakuha ko dito when it comes to back home. I've also played in the PBA and dito sa Japan. So yun siguro, more on the details and the attention to detail, tsaka yung talagang may specific na pinupuntahan, kasi ganun dumipensa yung isang team So yun yung imimilk nila ng imimilk, yun yung gagawin nila, di ba? So tapos talagang pag sinabi yun yung gagawin, yun talaga yung gagawin nila. Bihira talaga yung doing it on the fly, di ba? Parang akin na muna to, yung ganyan, ikaw na muna, ako na muna, ganyan. Obviously, basketball is a sport of talent. There will come a time na people will need to use their talent to make some tough shots, and ganon. And even on the defensive side, I think more on the defensive side, parang especially feeling ko pagkalaban ng other teams yung mga Filipino teams.
Yeah.
They know that we're overloaded with talent when it comes to talent. So pagdating sa loob, it's almost impossible to defend everybody. Diba? Parang it's almost impossible. Let's just say, you know, with San Miguel, with Chris Ross, CJ, Marcio, Import, and Junmar, diba? Parang it's almost impossible to defend when you look at it on court, diba? So yung detail na sinasabi ko is parang ano yung i-give up natin? Parang what do we give up to this team? Hindi natin madedepensahan lahat. Will we give up Junmar on the post? Anyways, lahat yun, 2 points lang. 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. Will we give up, you know, the mid-range jumpers from Cam Clark, the drives from CJ Perez, the assists of Chris Ross, 3 points ni Marcio? Mamimili ka eh. Pick your poison eh. Hindi mo mababantayan lahat. And the detail, dun siya lumalabas. Parang yung teams na kumakalaban sa mga Pinoy teams na nag-represent ng EASL, ng PBA teams, talagang focus sila dun sa isang bagay na gini-give up nila. 'Di ba? So kaya parang hirap na hirap. Parang hirap tayong umano kasi I'm saying na hirap siya kasi ang baba ng scores natin eh, 'di ba? Parang yung isa 66, yung isa 68. 'Di ba?
99 yata yung sa TNT.
Yung sa token. Hindi, like yung scores ng PBA teams. 66 sa TNT nung kalaban Utsonomiya, 68 yung San Miguel against RyuKyu, 69 against SK Knights and San Miguel with 87. But it was a big margin.
Yeah, bro, pansin ko, lahat ng score walang umabot ng 70 except yung last game nung San Miguel versus Anyang. Kasi run and gun siya.
Kasi dito, tsaka dito din eh, parang dito din sa Japan, parang yung game palagi sa amin, lagi lang namin sinasabi the game is race to 80. Pag mag-80 ka, malaki na yung chance mo manalo.
Wow.
If you, parang pag malaki na yung chance mo manalo pag makascore ka ng 80 points. It's really a big percentage na you'll win the game pag umabot ka ng 80. And obviously, diba, if you hold your team, you hold the other team down on defense, parang ang dali na manalo, di ba? Like, di ba? 69 and 66 against, you know, TNT overflowing with firepower, San Miguel overflowing with firepower. Parang they were just able to stop something.
Which is unusual, di ba? Kasi if we're looking at the NBA and PBA, normally high scoring, right? Ini-expect natin na nasa 90 siya, 100 yung scoring.
Usually.
Check ko ngayon yung score sa EuroLeague. Parang hindi siya ganun ka-high scoring. Mas similar siya dun sa B-League. Like, Milano won over Olympiacos 83-62. Ganun yung mga scoring.
Ganun lang. Ano talaga, lalo na yung Europe. Lalo na yung Europe, yung style nila when it comes to details. Grabe yan. Sobrang tactically driven ng games nila. Kasi the talent level is so high eh. Parang if yung talent level is so high, you can't just fight guns with guns. 'Di ba? Parang kailangan maghanap ka din ng way na paano mo aanuhin to, paano mo aatakihin to, paano mo pahihirapan, 'di ba? Like what I said, you know, basketball is a talent game. Sometimes talagang mananaig, 'di ba? Laging sinasabi better offense against, 'di ba? Great defense but, you know, better offense. Laging sinasabi yan. Which is true, 'di ba? Which is really true. And siguro nakita natin sa EASL na ano yung difference if you just focus in sa mga bagay, not only tactically, offensively, but also more importantly defensively. 'Di ba? Kahit matapos yung score na 2-0, ikaw lang yung nakashoot, panalo pa rin kayo kung kaya mong gawin yun sa kalaban mo, 'di ba? So I don't see any difference in that with scoring 100 points as long as you win. 'Di ba? Yun ang siguro malaking difference for me nung napanood ko yung mga games kasi malaking bagay do na hindi kompleto yung mga players na dapat na naglalaro, 'di ba? A lot of players missing from the respective teams. Malaking bagay talaga 'yon, 'di ba? Especially like losing for TNT, losing a player like Poy Eram, 'di ba? Not playing there, Jason Castro not playing there. Also si Junmar getting injured the first 30 seconds of the game.
Sayang nga eh. Sayang si
diba?
Junmar.
So, parang
I was
hindi
expecting na maglalaro
parang
siya.
It's also one side na it's also unfair to really judge what happened, but it's also unfair to say na kaya lang nanalo yung ibang teams kasi kulang. Diba? Gets mo? So we just have to give credit where credit is due. It's a matter of that, and then you learn from what you learn from those games, then just pick it up, go somewhere else, and then bring it back to Manila and play better basketball. I guess that's just about it. Kasi I'm sure with Coach Jojo, Coach Chot, ang dami din nilang natutunan doon with Coach George Gallant of San Miguel, di ba? Ang dami nilang natutunan doon. Tapos pagbalik nila ng Pilipinas,
For sure.
they're actually playing against TNT and SMB is actually scarier kasi dun sa mga natutunan nila dun sa mga bagay na natutunan nila sa EASL, and that's what tournaments like the EASL can offer you more than just the games, diba? It's the opportunity to play against your neighboring countries, show your talent, show your stuff, and see who are the real kings when it comes to basketball dito sa Eastern Asia.
Yeah. And they will get better, bro. TNT,
I'm sure,
San Miguel.
I'm pretty sure with after this ESL, SMB, TNT, a lot of things na talagang magkukuha nila yun. Ma-apply nila pagdating sa PBA, which is just in time because I think, the playoffs is right across the hall. Malapit na magsimula, 'di ba? Yung playoffs, pagbalik nila, I think they're just gonna play a few or 2 or 3 elimination games for them, and then it's the playoff time, and we know TNT and San Miguel when it comes to playoffs, it's a different team. They're a different team, and you add the experience that they just learned dito sa ESL. Forced to be reckoned with, to be honest.
Mahirapan yung makakarap nila sa playoffs. For sure.
There is one thing you can doubt, and that's my name in the game.
So chase your dreams